Terence Crawford, pound for pound, #2 probably, and
Usyk just joined Terence Crawford's training camp, and that's massive. You've now got two of boxing's greatest technical masterminds sharpening each other. This isn't about hype, it's about brilliance, recognizing brilliance. While Canelo leans on his familiar power game, Usyk sees something different in Crawford: adaptability, ring IQ, and the ability to dismantle opponents piece by piece. By standing with Crawford, Usyk is sending a clear message: greatness isn't about brute force, it's about evolution. Together, they're sketching the blueprint to crack Canelo. Usyk made his respect crystal clear when asked who he sees as the best in the world. Think about it. This is the man who conquered Anthony Joshua twice, yet he crowns Terence Crawford as #1. That speaks volume. Crawford's demolition of Errol Spence and his dominance across multiple divisions mirror Usyk's own journey through cruiserweight and heavyweight. Meanwhile, Canelo's record tells a different story. He faltered against Mayweather. He fell to Bivol. That's why Usyk puts Crawford above him. It's greatness recognizing greatness.
Who's the best boxer, in your opinion, right now?
European.
No, world. Best fighter
World.
in the world, yeah.
I think it's Terence Crawford.
Many believe it's you. Many believe you're the best fighter.
No, I'm not
No?
the best fighter of the world. It's Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford, #1, yeah?
Yeah.
And the training clips only back up Usyk's belief in Crawford's edge. What we're seeing is ruthless precision. Crawford drilling every angle, every counter with surgical intent. History tells us slick technical fighters give Canelo nightmares. Mayweather schooled him. Bivol dominated him. Now Crawford, with Usyk in his corner, is sharpening those same weapons. This isn't hype, it's history repeating itself. Only this time, the danger for Canelo is even. Crawford feels Usyk's encouragement directly. Two masters feeding confidence into one another. Usyk knows exactly what it takes to topple giants. Just ask Anthony Joshua. Now that same wisdom is flowing into Crawford's camp as he prepares for Canelo. This bond isn't hype, it's proven greatness uniting. The kind of alliance that changes history.
People put him above you on pound for pound rankings. What was it about Usyk? Usyk, yeah. What was it about his performance that kind of made you humbly kind of like, hey, people have him above me, they do?
No, it's an opinion. Usyk is a great fighter.
And Joe Rogan echoed that same truth about Usyk always choosing wisely. Rogan points out Usyk's genius. He never backs the wrong fighter. He shocked doubters when he dismantled Joshua, and now his faith in Crawford speaks volume. If Usyk believes Crawford has the edge over Canelo, history tells us he's once again betting on the right man.
Constant hard training. Physical training, your technical training, everything's got to come together.
Everything. But when you, and it's crazy because like in the past interviews, I was like, man, Canelo too big, man. It's weight classes for a reason. I was like,
and Crawford himself made it crystal clear once the bell rings. Friendship doesn't exist. That's vintage Crawford. Calm voice, ruthless mindset. He isn't rattled by Canelo's power. He's motivated to dominate, just like he did against Spence. Crawford lives for the biggest stages, and against a slower, less adaptable Canelo, that edge becomes even more dangerous.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I think Crawford rebuttal was everybody always say, he hasn't fought nobody, or everybody that he fought was a no name. But I'm gonna tell you like this, what Crawford said.
Carl Froch admits the risk, but even he labels Crawford a proper good fighter, and coming from Froch, that's heavy praise. The real upset wouldn't be Crawford winning, it would be Canelo lasting. With momentum, supreme ring IQ, and razor-sharp timing, Crawford enters as the favorite. Canelo, meanwhile, has already shown his flaws against slick movers. That's why Froch's words carry weight. They echo what many insiders quietly believe.
He has passed his best. He's had over 60 fights. Made a fortune. Why is he even still fighting? But this is a super fight against Crawford. Yeah. But it could go wrong for him.
And even Tyson Fury weighed in, stressing how significant Usyk's decision really is. When Fury tips his hat, you know it matters. He praised Usyk's genius in siding with Crawford, a fighter built on brains, movement, and skill rather than just raw power. That's a nightmare recipe for Canelo, who has already looked flat against movers like Bivol and even struggled with Ryder. Fury was diplomatic, calling both men exceptional, but the subtext is clear. Crawford has momentum, Usyk recognizes it, and greatness gravitates toward greatness. If Fury says it's a fight worth paying for, that alone tells you the magnitude.
Terence Crawford wanting to fight Canelo Alvarez, moving up 3 weight classes. What do you make of it, and is it a good idea for him to do that?
I think it's a good fight. I think, listen, everybody can do what they want to do, and if he believes in himself, then go for it. Why not? I think he's an awesome fighter. Both of them are. Both of them are exceptional fighters, and I would be one of the people paying for a pay-per-view to watch it. I don't really have a favourite. I like both fighters. Both very different skill fighters in their own ways.
And Duke McKenzie broke it down with authority. Crawford isn't scared of jumping weights. We've seen this story before. Usyk rose from cruiser to heavyweight and made giants like Joshua look ordinary. Crawford's move echoes that same fearlessness. McKenzie doesn't necessarily see a knockout, but that's not the point. He still backs Crawford to outpoint Canelo, and that's telling. Canelo's chin may hold, but his legs won't against someone this sharp. Footwork, IQ, and timing. Crawford brings exactly what has always troubled Canelo. Just as Usyk used precision and movement to dismantle Joshua, Crawford can use those same tools to dismantle Alvarez. McKenzie's verdict, momentum and brilliance beat size alone.
Class, you can give weight away, okay? But there's not a difference in class, in my opinion, in this fight. Canelo is not head and shoulders above Crawford in terms of class. If there is a class difference, it'll be in Crawford's favour. I think Crawford's much more classy.
When Lennox Lewis praises your discipline, it carries weight. He's lived greatness, so he knows how to spot it. Lewis sees Crawford's training as more than fitness. It's calculated warfare, the same precision Usyk used to humble Joshua. That's exactly why Usyk aligned with him. Both men rely on brains, movement, and stamina over raw muscle. And Lewis himself ruled heavyweights the same way. Intelligence first. His point cuts deep. Canelo has always struggled against thinkers, not sluggers. Mayweather, Lara, Bivol, they outthought him. Crawford sharpening his game like this shows he's ready to join that list of conquerors.
Stay at the top and be at the top. He moves very well. He's a very elusive mover, and his work rate is high.
I won't ask you who's going to win the fight, because I know it's a question you've probably been asked a million times, but I will ask you, do you think this fight goes the distance, or do you think this fight ends inside the distance?
Oscar De La Hoya gave his own blunt take on Usyk's choice, dripping with doubt, but still conceding one truth. This is the fight of the decade. He frames it as laughable, yet history already proved size isn't destiny. Usyk humbled Joshua, Crawford dismantled Spence. Oscar points to Madrimov, but styles make fights, and Canelo's slow, plodding pressure is tailor-made for Crawford's precision. De La Hoya sees risk, fans see opportunity. Usyk doesn't waste his time. If he's sharpening Crawford, it's because he sees history in the making, not humiliation. That alone makes this clash unmissable, doubts and all.
Is that Canelo Crawford is the biggest fight of the decade. I mean, to a purist and a fighter, it's laughable. Because you have Crawford jumping up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, who's a natural light heavyweight. Crawford, who couldn't push back Madrimov. Life and death with Madrimov. What do you think Canelo's going to do to him? Run him out of the ring.
Bomac knows Crawford better than anyone, and his words carry calm confidence. Pressure doesn't touch Terence. He's unified divisions, silenced hostile arenas, and dismantled Errol Spence in a so-called 50-50. Canelo, his cracks show when the comfort zone disappears. Mayweather schooled him. Bivol outboxed him. Even Golovkin made him look human. Crawford doesn't chase hype or excuses. His style stays patient, precise, punishing. That's why Usyk linked up with him, because calm minds win big nights. Canelo thrives on aura, but Crawford thrives on substance, and that difference could decide everything.
Have a fight rather than maybe boxing. No, I don't think there's no pressure on Terence, because Terence gonna fight the way that he's used to fighting. So by saying all that stuff that Turkey say or anybody else say, that doesn't bother Terence not one bit. You know, we train for one way, the way we're going to fight, and that's the way we're going to get the job.
Atlas broke it down with no hesitation. Canelo is great, but Crawford is special. That's why Usyk, a master at reading fighters, chose to stand behind Terence. Atlas even voiced what fans have long whispered. Canelo has been protected at times. From matchmaking to judges' scorecard, Crawford meanwhile built his legacy the hard way through hunger, adaptability, and unmatched ring IQ. Yes, moving up in weight is a gamble, but so was Usyk stepping to heavyweight, and he tamed Joshua twice. When voices like Atlas echo Usyk's belief, it confirms what many already feel. Crawford has that rare, intangible ingredient, the stuff true champions are made of.
Canelo's really good, really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. And I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire, it's in his mind, it's in his makeup.
Garcia might sound cautious, but even he admits Crawford's skill set gives him a real chance. Speed, sharp combinations, precise footwork. These are the very weapons that have always troubled Canelo. The only question is the weight, but history has already shown us how little that matters when elite IQ is involved. Usyk faced the same doubts moving up to heavyweight, yet he didn't just compete, he dominated giants. Crawford's style translates the same way, and with Usyk's guidance, that leap looks even smoother. Garcia's hesitant "we'll see" speaks volumes. Canelo's aura no longer guarantees victory. The real danger is Crawford carrying his gifts up in...
I think Crawford's skills, we give Crawford a chance because we know how good he is, how, you know, his skills, his speed, his combinations. But if he's gaining so much weight, he might not be able to do those. He might not be able to have those same skills when it comes to his speed, his footwork.
This is the moment everything has been building towards. Alexander Usyk spotted training with Terence Crawford ahead of Canelo isn't just a headline, it's a statement. Usyk, the man who humbled Anthony Joshua twice and reshaped the heavyweight era, doesn't lend his name lightly. He chose Crawford because he recognizes the same rare qualities, timing, precision, and a cold-blooded composure that dismantles even the most dangerous opponents. The stakes couldn't be higher. If Crawford wins, he conquers not just Canelo, but the history books, cementing himself as the pound-for-pound king and joining the legends who dared to climb divisions and ruled. If Canelo survives, he restores pride and defends the mantle of Mexico's icon. But let's be honest, Canelo has looked slower, easier to hit, and far more vulnerable. Crawford, like Usyk, wins with IQ, relentlessness, and zero excuses. This isn't just a fight, it's a legacy clash, a collision of eras. So I'll ask you, who takes it? Canelo's raw power or Crawford's pure brilliance? Drop your predictions below.